Welcome back. I'm Pam Allen, and you are listening and watching Spring Edition of Pam's Picks, Vancouver's Best Kept Secrets. And today I'm at Flow, and this is an amazing company for furniture, for design, for decluttering if you need that as well. So I'm going to talk with Isabel Gay, and she is the owner and proprietor. And she's going to give us a few little hints on how to prepare your home, how to stage your home if you just want to do a little bit of redecorating, or how to create that Zen space in your home. I'm with Isabel Gay, and I'm inside the showroom and warehouse for Flow Staging and Design. And you have an amazing place here. It's amazing for every little detail that you need in a house, right?
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, tell us how you started.
Well, that was 10 years ago already, and I had this idea that I wanted to be a business owner and loved the design and decorating, and I saw an opportunity in the home staging business, and since then we've grown. We've moved 4 times, and 8 employees later, here we are, and yeah, we offer now design services. We have a showroom, we resell furniture, and we also offer decluttering services called Simpler Living.
Yes, I want to get into that too.
Okay.
So everybody wants to be an interior designer. Everybody thinks they're an interior designer. It takes a special skill to be able to walk into an empty room and say, yes, I know exactly how I'm going to arrange the furniture in here. Tell us your secret.
Well, I don't know if it's a secret. I think it's to have a sense, like even in an empty room, to have the sense of where furniture can go and the sizes. I think that's what people usually get confused, because they think they have, this much space, but they forget that there's a depth to that sofa. So it's just, I think it's some part of the brain, maybe, that where we can actually physically see in our heads, okay, well, the table is going to take this much space, and even though it's empty, we can visualize it. And obviously, experience is one, that helps. But we still scratch our heads on certain layouts. You probably know that there's some,
there's some ones out there,
they're complicated. So we have to take measurements and make sure that we do the right thing. But yeah.
Now, when you're looking at a staging project, are you looking at just the furniture, or are you looking at renovations? How do the realtors and everybody else in the public come together?
Well, it all starts with how the property is to be presented. So we want it to be to its best. So it like a car, if you're selling a car, you want it to be clean, you want it to function properly. So we'll look at what needs to be fixed, if there's anything that needs to be fixed, light bulbs that are burnt, or light fixtures that are not working, or maybe we can even go to the extent of looking at the carpet. If it's really beaten, we need to change it. So these are all things that we address that we can facilitate as well. Painting, of course, is one that most homeowners will do. It's an easy fix, and it sure makes a big difference.
We have a great painter in Vogue Painting.
There you go.
You know Craig,
so
of course.
Yeah, I totally do. So we look at all of this together, and then we really we'll really try to spend the dollars where we can get the most return on. So the staging, sometimes I even recommend, if the budget is this, well, you paint, you fix, and don't even bother staging if that's all the money you have, because I think it's more important to, do the right thing. So obviously, our ultimate goal is for the property to sell and to get a good value for it.
Well, I love the before and after pictures that we see online, where there's a house that's so cluttered and so...
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't even see the furniture. So let's segue into your next business, and it's called
Simpler Living.
Simpler Living.
Yes.
Everybody wants to keep it simple. So do you go in and say, okay, this is a blank canvas, and this is what we're going to add to it? Or do you take all of their things out and then add back, or how do you do that?
Okay, so the simpler living concept is to live with less. Our years of experience in the staging industry and giving tips before people sell and then making it all perfect and seeing the results. People have been feeling good after, you know, but then they move.
Lighter, right?
Yeah, and then they move and it's done. So, and then they
Yeah.
bring all their things to their new house, so it defeats the purpose. So what we decided to do is offer this service where people can live with less and enjoy what they have. So the goal is to keep what brings you joy. So if you have souvenirs from your travels, or you know, furniture that was passed on from family members or things like that, we want them to be showcased, and we want them to be something that you look at every day that makes you happy. So if you have junk drawers, everybody has junk drawers.
Everybody has one, yes.
Why? We don't need to have those. Like, can we have just a few things in our drawers that we use all the time, and the stuff that we don't use, let's free it and give it to someone that might need it. So this is the concept, and there's a lot of studies that show that the stress level, if you work all day, you're busy, and you come home and your house is really messy, the stress level stays up there. So to have a nice and decluttered house with less things, but only the things that make you happy, will bring that peace.
That's all about Zen living, right?
Yes. And plus, you know, spaces are getting smaller and smaller.
Yes,
you know,
they are.
lots of condos in Vancouver. So we have to be able to learn how to live with less, because otherwise people keep buying or renting storage units, and they don't even know what's in there. So it defeats the purpose. Yeah,
I think if you've had the storage locker for 5 years and you've never been in it, you don't need any of those things that are in there, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So where are you located?
We are at 873 East Hastings. This is our new office, and we have a storefront. We are open to public for the furniture. We are reselling our staging furniture. And then we have our office space and showroom and design center.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you again.
Thank you. You too.
And don't forget, if you want to stage your property for selling, give Isabel a call. But if you just want to declutter and live simply, she also is the gal to call. So it's Flow Staging and Design, and have a nice afternoon.